Gentlemen, it is your man, DeAndre Saxton, back for another video. And in this topic, we're going over the daily documentary of me starting and documenting building my Skool community, teaching people in the community how to scale their Skool groups, and scaling it to $100,000 per month. So this is day 2. If you haven't watched the previous videos, I talked about my vision, the topics who I'm working with, the avatars that I'm working with. I covered the Skool funnel. In this video, I'm going to show you some of the updates that I've made, some of the launches that I'm doing, and then finally topping off with some of the next steps. So if you want to follow along on how I plan on scaling this business to the next level, which is 100 grand a month, first is 10,000 a month, then scaling it on to 100,000 a month. I'm doing it all completely free within my Skool community and here on my YouTube channel. So without further ado, let's make this happen. So let's talk about some of the things that have happened since yesterday, which was the first day of starting this group. So the first thing I wanted to go ahead and I had a realization last night that when I earned my first 7 figures in business, it was because I worked with the famous Bob Proctor, but most importantly, it was an internal belief. And I talk about it when I do mindset stuff, that if we don't have the belief behind something, no amount of funnels, work ethic, content is going to change that. You need to have a deep layered belief behind what you're doing in order to see success in the outside world. So the reason I had success with Bob Proctor was I wasn't trying to become an expert. I wasn't shouting from the top of the mountain, let me help you change your mindset, I'm a millionaire. I didn't do any of that. All I said was, hey, I'm your big brother. I'm going to guide you to do this mindset program that I have with Bob Proctor, and we're going to do it together. And because of that, it took the pressure off of me having to be an expert and know all the information. And so last night, when I was thinking about building this Skool community and what I was going to do, I realized that deep down, there's this part of me that I like congruency, I like integrity, obviously is one of my values, that I haven't built a Skool group yet. I'm literally building it and documenting it step by step. So to tell somebody, hey, let me help you scale your Skool group to 10,000 a month, that doesn't align with me at a deeper level. So I decided last night in a dream that I had, or whatever you call it, subconscious idea that came in, said, DeAndre, you need to shift from trying to become an expert, shouting from the mountain, saying, hey, let me help you do this, into something of, hey guys, I'm building a Skool community. I'm going along the journey. My vision is to scale it to $10,000 a month. If you would like to join me on the journey, if you want to start your own group, I'll be sharing all the things I'm learning in that community. So you see the difference there. It's less pressure. It's less me shouting from the mountain saying I want to be an expert, and more inviting people to the party, inviting people to the community to go along on the same journey as myself. So that's one of the biggest shifts I'm going to be having, is not trying to be an expert, but rather inviting people on as a documentary kind of series. All right. So the next thing I did was I went ahead and optimized my Instagram. So let's go ahead and let's look at my Instagram. So let's go ahead and do that. Bandman Kev over there. Let's open up. Come on. What is going on here? Oh, that's why. All right. So what I went ahead and did here was I optimized my Instagram bio. So unfortunately, guys, I got my Instagram deactivated about 2 months ago. I had about 6,000 followers. It was earning me over 10,000 a month on that Instagram, but I got deactivated and I have to start over from scratch. So realistically, it was a really big blow, not only to my income, but to like my self-esteem and everything, knowing that I lost all my contacts, all my years of work on that Instagram. And this is the second time my Instagram got deactivated. So this is my third Instagram I'm having to build in the last 5 years. But hey, to each their own. But in the last, we're coming up on 2 months now. I built it up to 700 followers using the Instagram growth software that I've talked about on my previous YouTube channel and what I'll be talking about more later on in the future. But just using the Instagram growth software, I got about 700 followers in the last 2 months or so. So let's talk about when somebody lands on your Instagram profile, you want to make sure that it's optimized. Now, the strategy that I'm going to be teaching here is something that I learned from my mentor, Brandon Forbes, who does over $200,000 a month, and how I was able to scale my software to $10,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue was using something called a social funnel, but I had to go ahead and tweak it to something called a Skool funnel. So essentially what we're doing is we're going to be using Instagram and Instagram ads to funnel people over to our Skool community, where we can then nurture them and then offer whatever products and services, high ticket coaching, or whatever you're going to be offering at the back end. So it's essentially using long form content with YouTube, using Skool, and using Instagram. All right. So when somebody lands on your Instagram page, you have to be telling people what you're doing and be very clear and direct about it. So in here, I say, I help personal brands scale with Instagram ads and Skool group. All right, so let's break that down a little bit. So you want to have your I help statement. It's the most important thing. So what I'm saying here is I help personal brands. And I shift this sometimes. Maybe I say digital creator, maybe I say course creator, consultant, but I don't really want to go after coaches and consultants because that's one of the most saturated niches, coaching coaches on how to coach coaches. So in order for somebody to see success with the Skool group, they have to have a personal brand. Somebody that preferably has a blue check mark. Now, obviously, in my other Instagram, I had the blue check mark. I had everything. But hey, this is a new account, whatever. But preferably somebody has a blue check mark, has a good following, has nice photos already. Those are the people that are going to see the most success with the Skool group, not people that are like no photos and just like faceless channels. That's not going to work. You got to be a personal brand. I like to use the word scale here because scale is a business word that people want to go to the next level. And typically when somebody hears the word scale, they're thinking 10K a month, 20K a month, 30K a month, and so on. So I use the word scale here because I only have so much real estate in an Instagram bio with Instagram ads. So I'm showing them the mechanism in which we're going to be growing. And the reason I say Instagram is because I want people to know that my strategy is around Instagram. I'm not teaching LinkedIn. I'm not teaching anything else. I know Instagram. That's what the ads are going to be teaching. That's what we're talking about in the Skool group. So I'm telling people very clearly what we're doing, and we're using ads. Also, another thing, when people hear the word ads, they're going to have to spend some money. I do not teach organic. I think it's the worst way to grow. It's the slowest way to grow. Think about this. I have 700 followers that I gained in 2 months organically, kind of organically using my Instagram growth software. But I don't have time to try to sit here and grow it without ads. You have to use ads. And obviously the Skool group. Now, you guys already know I scaled my first coaching and consulting business to $1.2 million between 2020 to 2022. So it's a good for credibility, letting people know I do have some results, even though it's not particularly on this offer. I do know what it's like to run a 7-figure business, which I have done. And then over 200 clients which come from that business and other ventures, high ticket clients. Okay. And then I have my CTA, which is, hey, free Skool funnel. So that's the mechanism that I'm selling here is the Skool funnel, which I'm going to start educating people on my YouTube channel within the Skool community, and most importantly on the ads and the content I'm going to be creating here on Instagram. So that's the thing that's going to separate me. So free Skool funnel training will get you results. And then I have a link to my Skool community. So one thing that I was able to do, which I'm super excited about. So when we hop into Skool, I'll show you this. When you create your Skool group and you pay for it, you're actually able to change the URL. So I happen to find skool.com/funnel actually is available. So I went ahead and that's my website now, basically where I'm driving traffic, and it looks super clean, skool.com/funnel. And so that's my Instagram bio. And I'll have a whole training on how to do this. Remember, this video is just documenting what's going on here. And then we went ahead and I decided that when it comes to my brand theme, that I want to separate something which goes with the type of people that I want to attract. And remember, I talked about it on that intro video that Grand Theft Auto or GTA is a theme that I want to use throughout my branding, content, and so on and so forth. I'm already talking to some graphic designers and video editors to help me accomplish this. So with that being said, because in GTA, not only are you able to be an arc nemesis or arc villain and go blow stuff up and earn millions of dollars and drive jet skis and do a whole bunch of crazy stuff on GTA, basically with lifestyle design, that's what I'm selling. That when you start earning 10K a month, 100K a month, whatever it is you want to earn, and you start living in places like Medellin, Colombia, you can start living a nice, fun lifestyle, which I've been doing for the last few years. And that's the lifestyle that I'm promoting. Go have fun, date the hot girls, have the nice dinners, have the nice cars, nice clothes, do all of that while building a business and have both in tandem. So I think GTA is the perfect branding. I like the color scheme. I think the character and the reason why people like it. And I just decided that I want to start moving myself in that direction. So to test that out, I found some color schemes and emojis on the internet of GTA characters. So we see John Wick here, Arnold Schwarzenegger, The Rock. We see some of these guys here, and I just want to see what some of the color schemes are. This is not going to be my final, kind of optimization. I already have some graphics being designed, but I kind of want to see what it would look like. So maybe this might be pictures of me, pictures of different icons. I'm not really sure, but you can kind of see the gist here. I also have some of these pinned posts that will be coming when I do an update video, maybe in about a week or so. I'll be showing you these pinned posts that we'll be doing. And then finally, some content that I've been making all around Skool, so you can kind of start to see that that's starting to be processed, all right? So I wanted to show you really briefly some of the changes that I had to make to my Instagram to get it ready for the Skool community. Next one, let's talk about the Skool group. All right. So one thing I did was I went ahead and I optimized. Let me make this a little smaller here. I went ahead and I optimized the Skool. I created my Skool group, all right? So actually, I was going to talk about it next, but I'll move it up. I originally had a Skool group already, a Skool community that I used back in the summer for my high ticket hero, which was a program I was teaching people how to create high ticket programs and sell it. So I already had some content that I recorded. Literally, it took me like a week to record all this content. So I already had it previously together inside of the Skool community. I already had some members in the group, about 33 members already. So all I did was reactivate this group and start transitioning over to this new opportunity, which is documenting the journey of, hey guys, come join my community. I'll show you the things that I'm doing to grow my Skool group and so on and so forth. So I have been making that transition. So let's go ahead and let's check this out here. So I went ahead and I did my about page, and I haven't created the VSL yet. That's going to be on my to-do list today, right after making this YouTube video, is I'm going to have to make a VSL telling people about the opportunity of joining my Skool group. So when somebody lands, this is what they're going to see. They're going to see a quick little video showing people what the Skool is about. And I went ahead and broke down what exactly my group is about. So in this caption, I write down, my group is for this. For people who want to build an online community around your personal brand. You want to make $10,000 to $30,000 a month in monthly recurring revenue while having time and location freedom. You want to scale predictably and consistently using one simple Instagram ad and a Skool photo. We want to build a solid personal brand that attracts clients, women, and a network of high-value men. Next one is learn lifestyle design, which is living in a foreign luxury location with the finest cars, cigars, clothes, women, and exotic activities. And self-improve as a man with bulletproof mindset straight from the teachings of my mentor, Bob Proctor, and hanging out with me, DeAndre, as I share my experiences as a 7-figure consultant and the life experience I've learned along the way. And the motto of our community is go where you're treated best. So I went ahead, and the way I was able to pull this data was from something called my offer reinforcement and something called my personal brand worksheet, which I'll be talking about maybe in tomorrow's video. So I already have my personality, my branding, everything dialed in, because it took me a few hours, probably about 10 hours to organize all of this so that I can communicate it clearly of what we're doing, where we're going, and who this is for. And I'll give you this content for free so you can do it yourself. And that's what my about page is about. So that way I attract the people who are in alignment with what I do, and detract or repel the people that don't want the same values. And then we went ahead and I summarized it here, which you can read really briefly there. So as you can see, I have 35 members already in the group, one online, which is myself, one admin. And like I mentioned, I already had a group with about 33 people. So just some light announcements on my Instagram, which only has 700 people, but shit, I got to build this from scratch. Hey, might as well. I'm doing documenting here on YouTube. I was able to add 2 people already. Okay. So we talked about the Skool about page, the Skool transition. Now let's talk about the course additions. So I've been fumbling with this all night, just adding different things, the about page, leadership, the welcome DMs, which I'll be talking about later. But the biggest place I've been hanging out is right here in the course section. So one of the best things when you're starting out your Skool group is you want to take past coaching, consulting courses that you've had, and you want to start giving away for free. You want to, in order to really start to scale your group and build goodwill and show people what's going on, you got to give them results in advance. So these are the courses that I give completely for free. And these are valuable courses. One of them being the mindset program that literally helped me earn my first $1 million. I went from 0 to 100 grand a month in less than 60 days with this exact program. And I'm giving it all completely for free within my Skool community. And this was an idea that I had last night. I woke up in the middle of the night thinking, man, how can I give more value? What is one of my personal brand pillars, which we'll talk about in another video. And one of them is being in mindset. I truly believe that if somebody wants to hit 6 and 7 figures, before they ever see it in the outside world, they have to see it within themselves. So you have to reprogram your mind before you ever see it in your hand. And so that was one of the biggest things I learned from my mentor, Bob. And so as one of the rewards and goodwills that I give to my community is I give them that entire Bob Proctor mindset program. So what I did was I already had all these recordings created. They were actually unlisted on my YouTube channel only for my past clients that I had. I remember I told you I have over 200 clients. Well, those are the only people that can access these recordings. So I went and spent hours in getting this together. So what I did was I went ahead and there's 12 lessons of that program. I have the entire videos with recordings with the worksheets. So for example, we come here and we look at the worksheets. We go and we open up the worksheets here. They're gold cards. And this is the exact program that I sold for literally $10,000 a person scaling to 7 figures, and I'm giving it completely for free right here within this course. So they can go and watch hours of my content of me teaching and Bob Proctor. Actually, the Bob Proctor videos are in here of them teaching how to understand their mindset so they can grow to the next level. This is going to be such a valuable for the people that go through this. Do I expect every person to go spend the next 12 hours watching this? Probably not, but I know that the 1% of people that do will see absolute guaranteed changes in their life. So I went ahead and, like I said, I put all 12 lessons in here. I put the worksheets, everything that they need. I put some event recaps so they can see some of the live events that I ran while I was teaching this program, and I got to create some welcome videos and stuff. But I spent the first half of this morning organizing that so you can see that I organized the entire Bob Proctor training. The next course I went ahead and organized is basically what I'm teaching here on YouTube. Now, this particular documenting series won't be on the inside the Skool group, but basically how I'm teaching the Skool funnel, the video from yesterday where I taught the Skool funnel, traffic methods, anything to do with Skool funnel or scaling the group. Well, basically, I'm putting it on YouTube and then organizing it here on Skool, which that I can then copy and paste this link and then send it over to somebody in my DMs when I start running ads. And I talked about the whole system in yesterday's video. So if you want to go watch, it's called the Skool funnel. Will make you $1 million. So go watch that so you understand what I'm saying here. So anything to do with Skool funnel, which is Instagram ads, Skool, and getting clients, will be here. And this was the program I was mentioning to you earlier, which is how the program I built in the summer. And look at this; these are long videos. I spent hours organizing this with worksheets, teaching people how to build a high ticket program. So I'll teach you in here for free how to find your market, offer mechanics, pricing your program, value. I mean, everything somebody needs to go ahead and create a high ticket program that they can begin selling at the end of their Skool group. Because some people might be joining us, building a Skool group, whether you want to monetize it to sell a software or some type of digital course or high ticket program. Some people might be thinking, well, what do I sell? What can I create? Well, by taking this free program that spent literally like a week for me to build this, I teach you exactly how I create MVPs and organize high ticket programs, and how I was able to sell like literally a mindset program for $10,000 to $25,000 per customer. And I have over 200 people that pay me for that. I teach those in here. And then finally is lifestyle design, where I go ahead and, but once again, it's the same strategy, taking YouTube content. So if you're watching me directly on YouTube, you're probably seeing this content, but most people are going to be coming from my Instagram ads, so they're not going to be seeing this content, where now I'm going to create a video about lifestyle, whether it's traveling or credit or how I take flights for free, and all these kind of lifestyle design stuff that I talk about will be organized nicely for here, so people can start to learn some of the tactics of how to pick up girls, how to have a fun lifestyle, how to build game, how to have a high value network of other men, and all the things to do with lifestyle design. Because at the end of the day, the things that I teach is you want to make a lot of money, but then also you want to live like a GTA character, having a lot of fun in the process. So that's some of the things that I've been doing here. And then here are my next steps. All right. So the next steps, what I have to do is I have to create a VSL for this page. Now, right now I have a filler video, which basically is the video I created yesterday, which is introducing people that, hey, I want to start Skool. I have a filler here. And then I have a quick little screenshot of showing the courses that are within. So I need to create this sales video, which I'm going to script out and record, and then you guys can see it in here. So I got to get that up. Next one is I got to do my pin post inside of the community section. So right now the community section isn't popping because, like I said, it was an older group of people. Most of these people haven't even logged on to Skool ever since then. What did I do? I don't know what I did there. So I got to get these people up and running and get this community. So I have to create these pinned posts. So when people land on it, they get indoctrinated inside of the group. They introduce themselves and they can roll from there. So I got to get those pinned posts. And the next thing I got to do is I got to script new follower ads. Okay. So I got to get new ads up. I'm scheduling some posts out, making sure that not only with the ads, not only with the Instagram growth software tool, that I'm also, scripting out ads so I can get those ads launched. My goal is to get those ads launched here in the next couple days and start probably with about a budget of $75 a day and growing from there. And that also gets me going. I have just one more thing I need to do is I need to get the pin post on my Instagram. So if you guys remember from the Skool funnel, I have to get these pin posts. Right now, these are pin posts are from my Instagram growth software, which, by the way, the free trial for that is inside the Skool community. I have to get these ready so when I start running ads, people start landing and they can see my story, which is actually this video. I have to move it over here. I have to change this cover, and I have some GTA style photos coming out soon with cover. So I'll have my story, I'm going to have the free course, and then I'm going to have the testimonial there. So that is what I've been doing. And as you can see, that's a lot of content that I've been creating over the last coming days. But let's go ahead and let's get these work done. I'll see you guys tomorrow on the documenting jury. Let's go, guys. Let's build a Skool group. If you want to be part of my community, I'm not selling you anything. I'm giving you free value. As you guys saw, all the free courses are in my Skool group. You can check the link in the description below. Get in there, add some value. I really just want to focus on building the community and finding the dudes that want to, crush the world with me and live a life like a GTA character. If that sounds like you, check the link in the description below. Join my Skool community and let's grow together. Let's make it happen.